miliardi di anni. È infinito.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Harm not yourself nor your neighbor.
That's it.
Prepare for it. For it too prepares for you. Drive it not off with bold words. You all
Good day to you.
Yeah?
Let me...
No, ma non l'ho venduto. Va bene così, vai.
Geralt,
Ah no,
More than your past.
await the ladies with us.
Down the mountain. Just ladies. Merciful ladies. Your grandson?
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
mitico John.
Well found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running, your back to me, as I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Siri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather try to dissuade you. I'm certain that would be in vain.
Yep.
The lass, she as stubborn as you.
Even more so.
Figured as much. Oh. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What is he?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
We're here to find an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate. Going the right way. He's atop the mountain, all right.
You've seen him?
Saw him in the bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday.
Allora, sicuramente c'è da fare la persuasione. Si mette al posto del
Moons are rising, owls.
Beh, le fasi finali devo dire che sono parecchio scriptate, nel senso che proprio viaggio dritto verso la fine.
You shan't meet the ladies, be gone.
It's clearing up.
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Ever had a man? Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
If she goes up the mountain, I go with her.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him.
Each year, 3 chosen have the honour to meet the ladies.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lass were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl,
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right, you may appeal my choice. But to do so, you must best the challenge.
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
Vabbè, non provo.
I accept the challenge.
Come.
Come to my life. E che problema c'è?
Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin.
Basta ricevere. Allora, inventario, qui c'è qualcosa per l'ossigeno. No, per l'ossigeno. Qual è questo? Sì, questo. Tutto il bene del mondo. Oh, la moneta non la trovo. Ma? Ah, eccola, brilla. Mi sa che c'è qualcosa. C'è qualcosa che probabilmente non posso vedere. Oh, vai, sì. Peccato. Ma io quando c'è questa serie mi ci impone, secondo me ci sguardi. Solo sti stronzi. Vabbè, via, fanculo, facciamo una missione.
Now, you piece of filth.
Che cazzo. Sì. Ho detto che c'era qualcosa. Ma ci sono. No, scendere via, sì. No. Beh. Vai, salut. Devo vedere una cosa, scusate. Ma è questa? No, forse è dall'altra parte. Ma, boh, sbaglio la strada. Ma, non è un problema. Mitico The Witcher. Partiamone.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
They're back. What do you want?
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Mariko will open the gate for ye. Now go.
simpatico.
Went smoothly.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop whining. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zeugle.
Che bravo.
Geralt?
Last of the chosen will now ascend the mount to the something's night. Something's night.
No!
What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
So, pensavo veramente che...
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalark said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it! 2 out of 3!
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
You too. I must get down there.
Non se ne cazzo.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Non so, ok. Pausa. Allora, c'è stata la pausa telefonata. Ah, sì, mi cambierebbe sì, allora. Ah no, ma questo non sono le mie.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Yum, yum. Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
Bravo. Oh! No, da qua già. Che bisogna?
Naughty girl!
Sottostina sta stronzetta. Mi toccherà utilizzare la tecnica del Witcher. Schiva e colpisci, schiva e colpisci, schiva e colpisci. Piroetta, piroetta, colpisci, piroetta, piroetta, colpisci.
A musket.
Ci può fregare di meno. Ci può fregare.
You've talked.
Però potete premere il cazzo.
Now! You die tonight. Naughty, naughty girl! Now! Die tonight. Naughty, naughty girl!
Non so attualmente.
Now! Naughty, naughty girl!
Cazzo.
You will die! Here, now!
Affanculo, va. Non era proprio facilissimo, cioè, era difficilissimo. Stavo continuando a schivare, colpire piano piano, poi ci mettevi una vita. No, non da allora.
Damn it.
No, che cosa brutta.
Imlerith's at the summit. Gotta be.
Oh, the magic power.
Medallion's humming. Nice and power. It's gotta
The power of love. Babbo? Sì. Ah, va bene, ma allora poi oggi vengo a provarlo. Vabbè, vengo a provarlo. Vai, vai. Vengo a c'ho da fare, va un segondino. Vengo a provarlo oggi. Vai. Ciao, babbo, grazie. Ciao, ciao.
They did not see the girl, but she is with you, is she not?
I'm here alone.
A lie which will change nothing. First you, then her.
Sei come mai? Senti se muori subito. Guarda, lascia fare, Miretta. Allora non ci siamo più. Allora non so. Ah, non la puoi fare altro. Oh. Mi dispiace, ma non ha proprio speranza. Ma scusa, perché... Come usa la destra? Ah, quindi lo tratta come un mostro. No. Sì, però si è scordato io questo. Beh, ha rotto un po' il cazzo. No, dai. Ah, mette tutto a posto su. Ora vado a vedere. La schiacciata c'è, mamma, tante volte. Mi porti un po' di schiacciato, mamma.
Magic. A place of power.
Allora. Ma molto strana sta cosa qua comunque. Sì, qualcosa un po' schiacciato. Mhm. Quello. Sì, quello lì. E schiacciatino. Andiamo a uccidere sto stronzetto.
This, they didn't.
Damn, you're ugly.
Sì, perché mi spiace.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Vabbè. Dai, dai, buono. Bravo.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
We slew only 2 of the crones. The third fled, with Vesemir's medallion. My sole memento.
Coming here? Good idea.
I knew we'd succeed. From the start. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Honorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Give me a minute. I'm old. Need more rest.
You are, and you do. Let's stay a bit longer.
L'affare era tosto. Ho distrutto mezza lampada. Ok, allora io volevo andare un attimino a vedere una cosa, perché vabbè averlo ucciso, vabbè tutto, ma io voglio un drop. Che cazzo di drop? Non si trova.
So, off to Novigrad then?
Uno dice da mangiare.
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Don't know, don't care.
You must learn to live without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage on your own.
Non-humans. But it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated. And witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Ouais.
Dandelion! Ready some tankards with guests.
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you,
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
where have you two been?
just finished hunting down the
Ti
crows
vedo
of
bene,
Velen
Geralt.
and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to cripple Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the ruby suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Gwynblade and Zuriel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Geralt the Monster Slayer. Baba Wilder. Care to time me? Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Zoltan.
Get up.
Nice talking.
How much for the night? What say you?
Oh,
Damn.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
But it didn't. I was there, had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject? Past burning pyres on the way into town, non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
You can count Kira out.
I sincerely hope we can contact Philippa and Rita in time.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know what Yen's found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Launch.
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate.
Oddio.
Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no. A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Sultan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Need to take care of something first. Meet you somewhere later?
Fine. The fountain outside the passiflora. And hurry, please.
Ho capito. Pizza sto cazzo. Ah, ma quindi pronti via si parte così.
Maybe I don't let her unwind.
Cosa volevo?
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthir is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Want a deal? Talk to him? Trust him? I'd rather just kill him.
That is precisely one of the reasons why Gels abhors your world. Your senseless brutality. At times, one must use reason rather than blades.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alderfolk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds. But me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Meet you there. Gotta see to something along the way.
Hurry. I'd rather not loiter in the street any longer than necessary.
Oh, ma arrivano miliardi di messaggi stamattina, che cavolo. Allora, andiamo da Ian. Insomma, ma come cazzo ha fatto a perdere il buco, dai.
Got a minute?
Ma per
Are you my friend?
See you, Dandelion.
Sono sparita alla storia.
I think I'm in love.
Hey, Jackie, you're the oldest.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ciri's.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge? It's not going so well.
Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out, and I can't blame them.
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Nothing to tell yet. Came to get you first. So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of the man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derhard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in.
What?
Abbe Faria?
Who's asking? We'd like to talk. Damn.
Best run and get him.
agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down. We just want to chat.
And then stick a shift between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
No, not really.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
So be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Darod.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Darod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
They say Darod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
Not officially, but you know how it is.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. We can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge. Yes? Something unusual?
Oh!
Yes?
Where are you going?
It's the material world.
Allora, chiarita a Zoltan, sì. Ma poi vedremo la chiarita, sì.
Greetings,
Greetings, Geralt.
Listen.
È naturale. Se vuoi... No, alla fine c'è un cazzo. Questo però... 358 invece sta qua 390, ma io quasi quasi non la farei. Allora. Ok. Ah, sì. Fanciullo.
So long.
So long, so long. Ah, già, però non me si sono
Out of the way.
Hey, Master.
Nothing doing. Something recently.
Good folk! Mages have said the
awfully suspicious to me.
Sta città è andata proprio.
I've had enough of living. Finally, someone took pity. Thank you.
Zoltan,
Get out.
they're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much mahakament as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. We'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf flindering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that.
Well, fuck.
I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way to the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you.
Ma che cazzo di senso ha? E però mi pausizzo.